amigos, have you seen my... Hey, Carlos, ¿qué te pasa? Have you seen my amigos? Today we're having a great sale, mira, in Eagle Rock.
Yeah, we're having this big sale over here in Eagle Rock, California, Los Angeles, and...
Español, Carlos, español. Okay, la chica.
No, hablo español.
Mira, estamos vendiendo estos skateboards. Carlos, this is not where I told you to put them, mira. It's a great skateboard. Why don't you show us some tricks, Carlos? Mira, Carlos, really good.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Mira, también tenemos, mira, mucho, mira, iPhone 8, mira, muy bueno. And Samsung Galaxy, mira,
Motorola XC.
mira, ese es el nuevo teléfono, mira. Ok, mira, y también tenemos, mira, muy finas Apple laptops, mira. Okay, mira, Carlos, don't you show them more tricks, Carlos, come on. Come down to Eagle Rock and we have some great sales for you. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today we have Juarzan. Juarzan, órale, what are you doing over there? Oh, ¿qué estás haciendo? On the tree, on the apple, What is that? What you doing? This is not what I pay you. Carlos said, hey, get down, bájate. Okay, mira, tenemos aquí Juarzan y puedes tomarte fotos, mira, con este Juarzan, mira, qué bonito, ¿no? Okay, no, puedes traer tus niños, mira, ride con tus kids y mira, con este Juarzan. Bien. Okay, Juarzan, get the párate, mira. Okay, este Juarzan. Okay. Alright, amigos, happy Cinco de Mayo. Carlos, come over here. What are you doing? Stop it, Carlos. Mira, thank you guys. Please come down to our Eagle Rock sale. It's very good. Mira, los teléfonos y todo, muy buenas cosas de la buena marca de carros que ya no con el skateboard. Ok, pero sí, mis amigos, vente para acá y mira, para los güeros, aquí tenemos Carlos, can you please explain what I just said in English? To tell the people to come down, Carlos.
Oh, yeah, so go down here to Eagle Rock, California, Los Angeles, and buy yourself some goods. Oh, yeah.
Órale, amigos, so make sure you come down to Eagle Rock para que a great sale. Y tenemos todo, mira, también buena comida, frijoles y todo, y papas. También tenemos carne asada, tenemos arroz y todo. Mira, y pollo loco también. Vienen aquí muchas veces, tenemos buena comida. Mira, free combo y todo, mira. So, seguro que te vayas. ¿Estás bueno, Carlos? Carlos? Mira, ¿quieres agua? El Carlos, ¿qué te pasa? That's my beard. Okay.
Hi, my name is Lorenzo.
Hi, my name is Miguel, and today we're going to be talking about the Industrial Revolution, and we're also going to go more in depth about which inventions were the most important during the Industrial Revolution, and all the inventions. There was like a lot of inventions that were invented during that time, and so we're just going to talk about more in depth about which invention was the most important one.
Yeah. All right. So, Miguel, what do you think was the most important invention/innovation in the Industrial Revolution?
Well, I mean, Lorenzo, we've talked about this a lot of times when we talked about how the power loom was actually the most important invention during that time, because think about it, like before the power loom, it took forever to make a shirt. Like, you know, it probably took
by themselves
like a week to make a shirt. With this power loom, you can make more shirts and not just count on two to three shirts. You could have way more and make clothes production a lot faster. So that's why the power loom was a big deal, because like the more and more, like when the guy first created the power loom, it became a big deal, and they started making more clothing. Clothes production sped up a whole bunch, and since they started making more and more factories and perfecting the power loom, making different power looms, and getting these power looms all over the place, making different factories, they had to get more people to work those factories. So it's created jobs, and also the power loom gave the access for you to be able to buy clothes. Like, Lorenzo, how did you get this, or how'd you get that hat, or
I bought it in a store.
and see, everything around us is by the Industrial Revolution. So by the power loom, I was able to get this shirt and you're able to get that shirt because the power loom was able to get you the ability to just go and buy it instead of you sitting there
and making it your own.
Yeah, making it yourself. So why don't you go like more in depth about how I made clothes production a lot faster?
All right, Miguel. Well, you see, I have here on my evidence. In 1784, he embarked on a second career of sorts when he became very interested in the industrial machinery. And they're talking about the guy who made this, which was like, I think his name was, it was like Edmund something. And then it says that year he was invited to visit a factory owned by Richard Arkwright, where he saw newly invented spinning machines turning cotton into thread at a rapid pace. So that's basically meaning like you're turning the stuff that's made out of your clothes, which is like cotton, polyester stuff. It's making it way faster and making it thinner, you know, or maybe not thinner, but it's making it into like longer, you know, strands to make shirts, to like, you know, make clothing. A very fast, quick, and simple process instead of one person doing it themselves, making a shirt from themselves.
Yeah, and like it also created jobs along the way, because if you're like finding something that makes like clothes production a lot faster, you need more and more people to work those machines. So it got a lot of people like that were like starving and dying off the streets and not having like any money, and finally getting able to have the ability to have a job, and all these factories being invented. A lot of people were like excited to have a job, so it did really open up the jobs. A lot of more people had the job. A lot of more people got jobs, and they're just happy to have a job. And also like it made it a lot easier now, as we talked about earlier, that for me to just buy this shirt and just go, instead of me having to make this shirt. It would take me a lot longer to make it than just to go buy it.
Yeah.
So I mean, the power loom really was a big impact in the Industrial Revolution. But like, don't you think a lot of people think otherwise, or think that there are other inventions that made a bigger impact on the power loom?
Why, yes. Some scholars may argue that the car was the most important invention because it gave you faster transportation.
The hell?
Because it gave you faster transportation, but I disagree with that. You know, I think the power loom was the most important invention because, you know, we could buy our shirts instead of, you know, going and making our own.
Yeah.
Everybody having to learn to make their own clothes.
Yeah, like
what do you think?
What the hell?
Just keep going.
Yeah. Though, like, you know, the car was a big deal. You know, when the first car came out, you know, people were kind of excited to not walk everywhere and stuff like that. You know, the car gave you faster transportation, but still, I mean, what's the one thing you need when you walk out before you even get to how you're gonna get somewhere? I mean, you don't want to walk out there naked, and people already had problems with shoes and stuff. You know, bad working conditions, all stuff, stepping on nails. You had to worry about your shoes, and so like the Industrial Revolution was really big. So like when the power loom came out, it really helped people get clothing and not just depend on one shirt. So the power loom is definitely what we think the most important invention throughout the Industrial Revolution. So, so yeah, guys, I hope you guys learned a lot from what we just said right now. And really, finally, the closing statement, I guess, is that the power loom was the most important invention, and because, you know, it gave clothes production a lot faster, made it easier to get jobs, and made it easy for you to just walk into Kmart and just buy whatever you want. Thank you guys. Subscribe now.